Alright guys, welcome back. Today we got a lot of stuff on the docket to do. For starters, I've been kind of working with horses. I've been breeding them up, stuff like that. This guy over here, I love this mod. Mini HUD. This guy right here is a 13.8 speed. But I ended up getting this guy over here. Plus he's my favorite like horse skin. He is a 13.88, and he's got a better jump too. These guys are insane. Check this out. Like, we are just zooming. And this is a 4-block jump. Oh, you gotta be better. You gotta be better at Minecraft than me. And for some reason, like, I need to put a half slot there or something. But I left these guys here saying, hey, if Krim wants some or whatever, he can have them. Krim's been doing some work off in the distance. I don't know how much he's gonna do in this world, like I said a few episodes ago. We actually have a big surprise coming, and I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. We are gonna be doing a multiplayer survival world with some friends. I think there's like half a dozen or so of us, and we're starting a new world. Not gonna spoil much more than that, but I know Crimson Lance is gonna be playing on that. Maybe Shadow Wolf. In between episodes, Shadow Wolf was playing on here. This horse right here is actually Shadow Wolf. He's an awful horse. This guy's pitiful. 6.4. Oof. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, poor guy. So on the docket, I've got several things I want to get done today. So I put in this trail, going over here because it's kind of a pain in the butt to get over here. And I've been doing a lot of terraforming in this section. Let's get over there and we'll talk about it. Oh, hey, Mr. Cow, how's it going? So, over here, I have flattened this terrain. I don't know if you remember, but there was a huge ravine. This big old ravine down here and hill here, stuff like that. So I'm going to kind of give you a rundown of the plans. Today, we're not going to do all of this, but I'm going to put like a fishery over here, I think. We're going to put a farm windmill kind of grinder station, like wheat grinder station right here. Farmhouse. These aren't the sizes. These are just kind of like location plots. And then a barn. And all the rest, everything else you see is going to be wheat field. Like tons and tons of wheat field. And we'll do more like pushing the forest back even more in both directions. But that's just a start. And then I also worked on this over here. I wanted to show y'all. So I worked on the curvature of the land. It doesn't look super natural, especially here. Like, it doesn't look super great. I quit back there. But I kind of want, like, this river, because this is going to open up into a lake right here, and we're going to put stuff in this lake. I kind of want this curve to, like, curve, like, together, like, kind of fantasy-esque. So it doesn't have to look real as long as it looks like fantasy-esque. That's a word. It's a real word. Fantasy-esque. Anyways, so today we are gonna work on that windmill. Maybe plant some wheat. But for starters, got a project that we started a long time ago. Doesn't seem that long, in the grand scheme of things, I guess, but it's been like a month. If I know how to like control the game. Oh, I died between episodes. I lost all my armor. Had to replace it all. So now I've got fire protection on this pants. And I lost my axe. So now we have soft touch on this axe. Okay, so now that we're over here, couple things. Over here we have this what are they called? Trial chambers. And Crimson and Shadow Wolf and I actually like conquered this thing. It wasn't pretty, don't get me wrong. This one seems like really small. It wasn't like a whole lot for us to do. But yeah, we ran through it. None of us got the heavy cores. But moving on. Over here, we've got our iron farm that we built in the last episode. And it's been working wonders. I don't remember what was all here in the last episode. I think I built this ring ever since. Just kind of mark out the inside of this ring. F3 borders? No, F3 grids, yeah. Yeah, this shows the chunks that I plan on digging out. And I don't know if the grass will go up that high or not. I just kind of threw that down. And then that branch over there is going to be a future all mob farm. And then this branch over here is going to be a future shulker farm. And then, because we have to build these off in the distance because mob cat problems. And this will be a creeper only farm, maybe. You know, we'll see where we get. This world's going to be forever, so we will build tons of farms. And up here, you get to see it's empty. I brought this down. This farm is not finished. So my plan is once I get this chunk, like massive chunk of land dug out, the golems will drop all the way to like here-ish. And then I'll bring them in, and then I'll drop them even farther, all the way down to the bottom of the world, and kill them down there. Because the idea is, I want to get the golems away from this zombie and these villagers. Because as long as they can see him, and they can see him here, it actually slows the rates of the farm, which is, it's whatever. I'm going to have 4 of these, but for like appeal, I guess, for coolness, I'm going to have the golem fall all the way down. He's going to slide over and fall all the way down to the bottom of the world. We'll kill him down there, and then we'll have a central storage system where all my farms that I'm going to build in this area will like dump into. And you'll be like standing in the middle right here and just see golems just dropping in all 4 directions, just constantly is what I'm hoping. But for now, I just built this ugly hopper tower. And I AFK in my little dirt hut. Oh, AFK in my little dirt hut here. But yeah, these are the actual spoils of our labor. And let me actually pull this out here. So for now, I got a ton of steak. I'm gonna eat steak until I'm out of steak. I got like 10 stacks back home. But I got tons of emerald. We have some villagers now that trade iron for emeralds, and so we got tons of emerald, tons of iron. I probably at one point in time had enough iron to fill this whole sugar box in blocks, and been trading for golden carrots and even some more bottles of enchanted. So that's where my iron like has gone. So I'll come in AFK overnight, and then have 6 or 8 stacks or whatever, and go trade that and stuff like that. I don't want to dwindle my supplies too much lower than this trading, because of course hoppers and stuff, pistons, all that stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, we are set for good on iron with just that one farm, and I plan to have 4, because eventually I will have a full villager trading hall down here, and iron will be the currency that we trade those villagers in. Yeah, you know what I mean. So let's get started. I was talking about, we have a project that we started a long time ago. And I don't know if you remember what that project is, but it is a slime farm. Specifically, a chunk-based slime farm. Let's see, silk. This guy out. I mean, that was the whole reason that we dug all this out in the first place, was for a chunk-based slime. Where are you going, buddy? That guy just almost went all the way down to the bottom there. And finally, I have dug low enough where I've hit the point where I want to put the slime farm. I want room underneath the slime farm for the villager stuff and killing chambers and different things like that. So I don't want the slime farm to go all the way to the bottom of the world. This is not the bottom of the world. We still have, we're at y minus 15 and the world goes to y minus like 65, I believe. So still got a little ways to go, but we can, over here, I don't know if you can see up here, this is a slime chunk with 3 grids. And as long as we build the farm below Y40, between Y40 and the bottom of the world, which all I want is like a simple slime farm that just runs while we're here. Basically, for the rest of the time we're playing this game. So, hopefully all this like numbers and stuff, I guess I could turn those off. It doesn't distract people too much. I have like other stuff here I don't want you guys to see. That's all secrets. Let's see, I need this. I'm gonna a lot. Wow. Because I want to build this kind of on camera so you guys can be here for a big part of the process. I'm gonna try to explain what's going on, why I do it. This is like, I can't say it's my design because this design has been built a million times. But basically, the premise of the design, get some dirt and a shovel. Oh, we can scaffold. So the premise of the design is like, you pillar up a little bit. Is we're gonna have 3 platforms. There's one. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 3. Then we have 3 platforms here that we will be spawning in slime. And so they will make a giant like donut shape around this chunk with like a 3x3-ish, maybe a 4x4 hole in the center. And we'll have an iron golem that will attract the attention of the slimes, and they'll come over to attack that iron golem. And there'll be a hole in the middle, and they'll like jump into that hole, fall all the way down into like a little killing chamber, like right here. That'll be made out of magma, and they'll die. Okay, so now that we have the 3 platforms built, they should be about 3.5 blocks apart. I am going to show you the next part. I'm kind of going to build this out of order from like probably how you should do it. I think I need to actually remove one more ring of these, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll see if the slimes can get through. But kind of just winging this design. I don't know if you can tell, but I know how these farms work, and I just am gonna build something that I know kind of works with how, you know, slime spawning works and all that stuff like that. So this area right here is gonna hold our golem. We gotta have one golem for each layer. I think that if you put one like at the right spot, 2 layers can see the same golem. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna just put one on each layer. Plus, we don't want this hangover. This hangover would be very bad. So let's put a little platform there, set a golem on top, and then do that for each layer. And since it's might be easier to just go ahead and put the golem in there. Iron box. I brought extra heads just in case something goes wrong. Not that it's going to go wrong because we're all professionals here, right? Yeah, this is going to have to go a little farther. We need to be able to fit a slime through here. And yeah, he's not going to be able to fit. Overshooting it. Okay. I think we have to go up one because I don't remember if that interference causes problems or not, but we're going to just do it anyways. Break that block. And you're gone. Hey there, buddy. And this guy is perfectly safe here. Nothing should get to him. You know, I'm not sure if skeletons can actually get to him or not. Let's see. Alright, the actual, like, spawn platform, everything up there, oh, except trapdoors, is done. So, this rate, we just do this. And what these trapdoors do is mobs are not the brightest. And so they come up to a trapdoor that's in this position. They only see trapdoors in this position. So if I open it like this is closed, like if you, like I can stand on this, it's closed. They think it's closed. Even though it's open right now, for some reason, I don't know the reason, they think that this is closed. So they'll just walk up to the very tip thinking, you know, talking smack to our golem friend here. Like, I'm going to get you. And they'll come up to the edge and think that they're actually all the way up here. And they're going to be like, aha, I can get you. But then they'll fall down. Why did they design the game that way? I don't know. But most farms that involve mobs heavily rely on this, I don't know, not bug, but like game mechanic. Like almost every farm that involves mobs relies heavily on that game mechanic, so. And we could line the whole like inner perimeter with these and it would be fine. But it's not necessary because they're gonna want to try to find the closest, they're gonna try to pathfind to the closest point anyways. So if they're here, they're gonna kind of be like, this is the closest point, so they're gonna just be like, oh, I'm gonna come over here anyways, because even if I had one here, he's still far away. So they're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna come over here anyways and try to talk smack, and it's not gonna affect the rate of the farm at all anyways. So not worried about that. So we want to go down. Here's fine. We want to this at this level. Thing in here. We can have fences to trap these guys. So up, up, up. Up. Okay. So I actually need to go one more layer with this. And then some. So let me take care of that. I'm not gonna make you watch that. We'll just be right back in one. Okay, and we're back. And with the magic of video editing, ignore all that. This floor has been dropped down a little bit. And ignore that too. So now we have that extra bit of room that we need. This here. Here. Yeah, I prefer to like kind of wing my builds than to over prepare for them. Is that a better way to Minecraft? Probably not, but I do it anyways, so that's what we get when we come watch Big M's channel. Alright, so I don't know if you know what's going on here, but right now we've got spots that I'm gonna lay down some rails. Let's see, don't want these redstone blocks too close to there, so how are we gonna do this? We just want to do one big loop that covers everything. Usually it's good to do something like this. Alright, so theoretically that's done. Let's give this a go. This is a big loop. Okay, he maintains speed very well, but we're gonna just add a little bit of an assistance here for him. I always like to do 2. I kind of want to do one right over there. Put it right here. That's perfect. I hope I have enough of these. Technically... Oh, I went way extra on that. Or did I... Oh no. I'm falling. Oh yeah. So, I don't know... This, okay, so this outer layer can just be regular blocks and it'll be fine. Get out of here. Thank you. Alright. Okay, let's outline that with blocks and fences. That is done. that is the Windmill. I think it looks pretty good. You know, it's pretty traditional in my style of building. Medieval. This one's a little different. You know, I added these tough bricks. I haven't used a whole lot of them in the past. So I really like them. But, yeah. Put in a couple of these, like, little piles. Hay pile over here. Storage pile over here. This build is not going to be functional. You know, all of this is just decorative. But yeah, so you got the white concrete powder as like your wall, holding up your spruce roof, and then you have this log sticking out, acting as, you know, your pivot point for your sails. I don't have much more to say about it. This path right here is going to be following this. Just kind of when I jot some of this down. Over here, the path is like more broken up and worked on a lot more, you know, as you're walking around. Obviously, there wouldn't be a real stone path here because, you know, this is just for while he's walking on foot. He isn't the farmer. But you have an opening for the barn, which this is just general. This can change, and then you have the farmhouse, which will go here. But then, yeah, you'll have a real, like, stone-ish broken up walkway. I did the same similar path in my Big M Solo World series. I think I did 5 wide on that one, but that was also in the center of town, which will be way over there. But yeah, this has been a long day of building. So I'm gonna cut this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And have a great day. So Wolf, do you know what an Enderman is?
No.
So there's some tall, skinny, slender-looking dudes. Okay, they're all black. Don't look at them, please. Please. don't look at them with your crosshair.
Why?
They'll kill you. Everybody's getting all the enchantments today, or the achievements.
Wait, jump through the portal, Wolf.
Yeah, jump in the portal. Okay.
Right.
Just don't touch their face with your crosshair. I mean, this way, Krim. This is the worst end spawn ever. Oh no, he did! He looked at a bunch of them!
What do you think? Just Ender Pearl down?
That's the only way, right? Alright, let me get us a little station set up here. Oh no, I'm already spawning in stuff. This ain't very good.
Oh yeah, you are.
Back up. How am I spawning in this
Come on.
joke? Alright, hold on.
Oh, I got that from up here? That's crazy.
Alright. Oh no! What did you ender pearl?
Is this a mine shaft too? That's pretty cool.
Aim towards those bricks. Oh yeah, jump down here real quick. And then hold shift. Hold shift. And then tiptoe up there holding shift. And then throw an ender pearl straight down at those bricks. Whoa, what? Did you throw down slot aim directly at the bricks. Down at the bottom of the world.
Okay.
Oh,
Help!
dang.
Oh! Oh! Help!
Grim! No! Those guys are nuts! Oh, I'm
Oh,
on
no.
fire! Wolf!
God.
Wolf! Jump up there! Jump up on that! No, on that block right there.
So, bad news. I lost my ominous.
Oh no! These ones have already been activated though. Yeah, jump up there, Wolf, and then jump up here. Oh!